You know, I never thought I would live to see the day when I would hate to see a beautiful woman or beautiful women coming. It's like almost like that song Friends when he would say by the rap group Houdini, when he would say friends like that, you don't need enemies. It's really sad that it's gotten that point, at least for me, when it comes to the modern day woman or women. It's like they're just too all over the place. And I'm so glad that I had, stopped dating them all together 16 years ago because I'm able to I'm able to enjoy myself as an individual because at least for me and what I seen coming up as a kid in the hood, the man just he didn't have any identity. Whether he was the boyfriend of a extremely attractive woman or husband, he just had no identity. Period. Anything that he wanted to do, he had to get her permission. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And I would, when I would date women, they would try that on me. And even then, I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, look, I really don't give a shit about you getting an attitude about something that I'm going to do, not want to do. I'm going to do it. I said, you can say whatever you want. Now, to me, it's gotten to the point that now here's what I look at. Just like women are quick to, point out and shoot down a guy when he's standing up for his accomplishments, they always like to make his accomplishments seem smaller, or nothing at all. But I got one for them. There's no excuse for women to still be working for a corporation. Why do I say that? Most women have an associate's degree. Most women have a bachelor's degree. Most women have a master's degree. And plenty of them are getting a PhD. And corporations, they have excellent training programs, you know, for one that if they want to start their own business, working for a corporation, they're going to show you how to start your own business successfully. See, and then we have the internet. So it's no excuse for women to be complaining that they believe they should make just as much as a man. It's like, well, go ahead and start your own business. Stop whining. Another thing that I see too with them is that, how can I put this that I'm looking at? Okay, now that they have a substantial amount of education, now they're complaining that they can't find a man. And I'm learning that a lot of them, which they call, are starting to date down. See, a woman has gotten to the point where she is just the most undesirable creature on the planet, you know, in a non-bitter fashion. It's almost like, fellas, you ever had like a friend that you wish wasn't your friend, you know, and they just keep coming around anyway? And you're like, man, I wish this person would stop coming around. That's how me and most guys look at the modern day woman, female, or group of women. It's like I hate to see them coming because it's not going to be a thing of peace, happiness, great communication, getting along with one another. Just real simple shit. No, 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 no. Nah, she gotta fuck with you, one way or another, because it's based on emotions and her ego, especially if it's a bruised ego. Now, most of the time, most women have bruised egos. They do. They really, 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 really do. And it's like, it's just going to get worse because it's like, oh shit, here she comes. Remember that song? Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. She's a man eater. But see, women had a lot of power as long as the man or men was willing and desiring and craving to be with her. Okay, now it's the complete opposite. Nah, no cravings whatsoever. Nah, I don't desire you, and no, I don't want to be with you. You know, you ever heard the old saying, whoever you associate with is who you will become? And it's just gotten to that point. Just like I said, I don't ignore women to be an asshole. It's just they're nothing but trouble. Period. And they can't handle that they've went too far. They have. And these are women or woman. I don't even know them. I don't. I'm just sitting here enjoying my coffee and okay, I didn't look up. They get an attitude, and it's just to the point where I'm so glad that we are living in the 21st century because of the internet. A man has options. He has limitless options. He has a chance to. I'm reading this book called Time Management, and it explains how to manage your time better. Whether you have a lot of money or not, I would always hear back in the day from successful people that one of the keys of success is time management. And I didn't disagree with them. I just was like, I understand the meaning of time and I understand the meaning of management. Now, for them to stress that in a compound way, I need to look more into that. Mind you, I'm in the hood where it's just weed house on every street, people getting shot in broad daylight, somebody always getting their ass whooped. And now, thanks to the internet, it's like, okay, this is highly possible today. But here's where women are going to continue to come up short. They've made it to a point where if you have 100,000 men surrounded by 1 million women, most men don't want them. Why? The Me Too movement. Why? Feminism. Why? You can't trust her. Why? They're just, they're psychotic. Okay. Because it's like, even if he find one that isn't like that, he has to have a substantial amount of money to be able to keep Peaches and whatever them hood bitches away from her. You got to have money to do that. You have to live in an area, a gated community where those average females are just too broke and too poor to even come in that area. Other than that, you can forget it because it's like you got to go to work. Even if you own your business and you have a job at the same time, or your business have took off where you are just working for yourself and you're doing very well, you still got to put your time in, and they trying to ruin your relationship. It's just gotten to that point now where it's like, each year that goes by that I'm still single, the happier and more successful I become, because with them, it's too much. It's like, okay, to me, this is what I pick up from most women today. I'm going to say most of them are making it clear, no, I am not going to change for you. You either take me the way that I am, or I'm going to sleep with your best friend and every guy that's in your family. That's what I pick up from them. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, they never look at the consequences. See, here's a few things that already works against a woman in general. She has a certain amount of time to be beautiful. And really, that's like from her early teens. I'm going to go with 21 really all the way until 27. After that, when she hit 30, she's done. Now, she's already putting a bad taste in most men's mouth. Just like I was saying, like ones that dated me when I was in my 20s. I'm so glad that I moved out of Michigan. Because the crazy thing about it, I usually forget about women. After we ain't dating no more, I forgot about them. I remember one time I was kicking it with one, and we had broke up, I think, like, we had been broken for about a good 12 years. And I just happened to bump into her, and I forgot who she was. She was pissed. She said, "My, how soon we forget." And I'm like, you have the audacity to believe I'm supposed to sit and wake up and eat, sleep, and drink and think about you, and we're not even together anymore? It's just like, to me, it's getting to the point where that women are just, I'm so glad that female robots are here, sex bots are here. I'm glad all that's here, and I'm glad it's here to stay, because they are a serious contradiction. They are. Now, before the internet, okay, I got the part about them looking at, okay, the more degrees I have, the more job security I have, the more I can grow and promote myself and reach, all those things and be successful. Okay, I got that. But here's where all of that has, I would say, is working against her, due to her doing this to herself, which is most of the time. Is they ruin. They always are. Women are really good at ruining a good thing. They're very good at. They're experts. And I'm saying that to say this. Okay, now the internet is here. Okay, if she really honestly had got those degrees to start her own business with the major that she majored in, she's supposed to be all over it now. Good example, Oprah. Oprah's a self-made billionaire. So she can't say she don't have any examples. You know what I mean? So now it's like, it's just, they're undateable. They are, because if you sneeze wrong, she don't want to be with you. When you got to meet the family, okay, you're not wearing that shirt, are you? I was dressing myself before I met you, so what's the big deal? And the thing is, it's like, it's really, really sad, because the game is over. And most of them cannot deal with it. And I'm like, well, that's just too bad. You always tell us to man up. So I'm like, hey, woman up, deal with it. This is only the beginning. It reminded me of that song by the late Bobby Womack, may he rest in peace. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight and today and the afternoon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because it's ridiculous now. It really is. Most of the time women are upset that we don't want them anymore. And this is the thing, we're not bitter about it. Not at all. Not at all. And see, that's what scares the shit out of most women. We're not bitter about it. See, it was cool if we was, mad, and it's like, oh girl, they still want us. So instead of thinking, well, let's stop all this and really come home and be the women we're supposed to be. No. It's like, well, let's try to rip them off some more. See, with that kind of mentality, it's like, from a man's perspective, it's like, okay, let me just go and just stop dating them altogether, because nothing good is going to come out of it. I'm going to come out worse instead of better. And most men are like that now. And they're feeling it, because, see, women thrive on attention. A man, it's like, I don't even want to be bothered with them anyway. As far as fucking them, yeah. But I'm tell you something. I'm starting to see with that, and this is a sad thing to say. It's going to get to a point where men are not even going to want to fuck with them anymore. Not because she doesn't physically look attractive anymore. Oh no. They spend a whole lot of time and money on that. It's what's in the inside. The inside has gotten so bad. It's like, Well, it's almost like when you see roadkill on the road. You know, it's sad, but take for an example a deer that's been hit and is dead. All right, it just died. All right, so it's not decomposure and none of that hasn't set in yet. Let 3 weeks go by and that deer is still sitting there. Oh, you see all the things you don't want to see, like maggots and worms, and it's stinking. It's like, that's how I look at the modern day woman and the modern day women. When they come up, it doesn't matter how beautiful she looks anymore. That worked for a good while, but it really doesn't matter anymore. You know, I like what one YouTuber said. He said, reason why women wear makeup is because she already knows and understands that she really isn't all that attractive. That's why she wears it, among other things. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And see, what they don't like, thanks to the internet, is that the internet has allowed for any man, regardless of his experience, credentials, and qualifications, to be able to instantly look, know, and understand what women are really about today. And what I've learned about them is to don't date them, period. Do not marry them. Do not believe anything they say, and never be bitter about it. Just be thankful that you're not a woman and enjoy your life. Put your comments in the comments sections. I want to know. Don't you go anywhere.